So for those of you who don't know the story of Chijioke, I'm just going to tell you what happened quickly. So Chijioke was 20 years old in 2012 and he went for a child dedication. He was picked up there and he was allegedly taken to SARS office. When his family went to look for him, they were told that he had been taken to the headquarters. They went there to find him. His mother spotted him being brought into the station and she said, "That's my child." And the officer in charge of that station, the notorious 1-4, asked them to boot her and the family out of the premises, and then they were pushed out. Since then, they haven't seen Chijioke again. The next time they went, the officer 1-4 boasted that he shot Chijioke and there's nothing anyone can do about it. They searched for him, and then some other officers told the parents that it's possible he hasn't died, that the man could just be bluffing. They should bring some money to bribe him. The father brought some money. The officer said the money was too small. The father went, sold his land, sold some properties, raised 3 million, gave it to the man. The man said 3 million was chicken change. And the most horrifying part of this story, if you're a parent, that man, CSP 1-4, made Chijioke's dad to look for Chijioke's body in a river of dead bodies. He made him turn every single corpse upside down, searching for his son. I can't imagine what that man was going through. One part of him would think, let me find this body so that we can have closure. Another part of him would think, let me not find this body so that we can have hope. This is the impunity with which officers have treated us. They came to Abuja to seek justice. The state CID told them they have to pay money to transport others down to the state where it happened to investigate. We have no system. We cannot get tired. Are you tired?
What it means to me is that we are together. It's our generation and we're definitely going to fix it. I always say, no one is going to fix it for us if we cannot fix this world by ourselves. The way Naija is going right now, I am ninja. So now that we're here, let's do it. We're not going back. The spirit is awakening us. So we are ready. We are ready for it. Forget it. This is not a matter of take it easy. We're not taking nothing easy until our two eyes see that yes, they're ready to listen to us and they're ready to do what we want. This is democracy. This is not dictatorship. You don't just listen and don't respond. You listen and you respond. You talk to us.
The president responded yesterday. He gave a statement.
Did he talk?
Yes, he did.
He was reading paper. President was reading paper, what they wrote for him to read, that's why he was reading. President was not talking like an affected Nigerian. Buhari was not talking like somebody that feels our pain. Buhari was not talking like he saw blood, broad daylight. No, Buhari was not talking like that.
But the governor was also here yesterday, but he was good away.
Sanwo, yes. It's either Sanwo do our own, or we make Lagos State unbearable. Sanwo has to try to hear you. So you have to listen to us. Then you will go and settle yourself with your guys at the top. You have to listen to us, do what we want. We cannot lead them astray. We are only asking that we make this Nigeria better for our children. That's what it is. So why are they finding it difficult to listen?
It is selfish interest.
Sorry, they have their own rights.
The future we want to create must accommodate everybody.
Fine, we have one voice. But right now,
otherwise, before you know it, you people will start killing innocent people who are not your enemies.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes, that will lead to another dictatorship in this country.
But see, what we are doing, we have one voice. Right now.
We haven't attacked anybody. Don't say now you wearing revolution now, girl. You are supposed to wear NSAS, not revolution now. Not revolution now. Why didn't you wear it? Why didn't you wear it? Why didn't you wear it?
This opportunity to say a word on the recent genuine concerns and agitations by Nigerians about the excessive use of force and in some cases extrajudicial killings and wrongful conduct by men of the Nigerian police force. The disbanding of SARS is only the first step in our commitment to extensive police reform in order to ensure that the primary duty of the police and other law enforcement agencies remains the protection of lives and livelihoods of our people. We will also ensure that all those responsible for misconduct or wrongful acts are brought to justice. We also deeply regret the loss of life of the young man in Oyo State during the recent demonstrations. I have directed that the circumstances of his death should be thoroughly investigated. Meanwhile, it is important to recognize that the vast majority of men and women of the police force are hardworking and diligent in performing their duties. The few bad eggs should not be allowed to tarnish the image and reputation of the force.
Because she is Nigeria, for her child. For her child.
I suffered, my daughter is not going to suffer.
Amen.
My daughter can be a victim of rape by this animal.
Yes.
And nothing will happen. She can actually be our president or first lady.
A man who is drunk is a police officer.
Yes.
How do I explain to my daughter that a guy who is intoxicated with hard drugs is a police officer?
Yes.
How do I see a police officer wearing slippers and holding a stick of cigarettes? You must end it now. There are so many youth who don't have jobs. Employ them. Put them in the police force. Let's reform this country for our future generations.
Thank you.
They said we should release all the protesters, we've released them. They said we should set up a trust fund to pay compensation to the families of the ones that have died. I've set up my own trust fund. Today I've announced it. The third one, they said that we should set up like small inquiry for people that are bitter. So tomorrow at the government
I said that in
exactly. So he's coming, the IDP is coming to the Governors Forum. So he's going to ask each one of us to set up like a 4-man or a 5-man team. And the final one is, they said we should increase the salary of the police. The IGP said he was working on that. And IGP said he's going to be working, to take some of them through some psychosocial treatment. Some, they are going to go to the first hospitals, they are going to clean them up and check them. The ones that can still be absorbed, they will. And so everything is working well. But I just want to present this formally to you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for working so hard.
Thank you very much.
with best global practices. Over time, you've had a police institution that has been so far alienated from the people. So you see that there are still issues of extortion. Despite a clear example, you have cases of bail is free. So the police will commonly tell you that bail is free. But yet you still have people being extorted at the various police stations, on the roads, at checkpoints, at roadblocks. You cannot move easily. You still have the police extorting. And if you are not able to part some few naira notes, you end up being your rights being violated.
Protesters are now listing further demands in this protest, for example. They include the creation of an independent body to oversee the allegations of abuse, and they say until all of their demands are met, the unrest, the protests will continue.
I'm a woman. I come back at night. Police will tell me that when I get money to buy my vehicle, they'll call me prostitute. We cannot do that. I work too hard for my money, man.
Stop killing our boyfriends. Stop killing our children. Stop. Mothers are crying. Stop killing them.
End SARS now, today, not tomorrow. End SARS now.
To end SARS, end SWAT, and if they are to make any tactical units, they should make sure most of them go to mental assessment, because you can't just give guns to someone who is not mentally okay. It's very wrong. It's very bad.
My reactions are, let them continue. We'll hold our grounds here. We will continue protesting peacefully. No matter what they do, we'll hold our grounds. It's not new to protest in Nigeria. In fact, the freedom that Nigeria has today was bought on protesting.
The bane of what we're fighting for is that we are able actually have the Nigerian police and other uniformed personnel in mind, because we believe that they are not properly taken care of, and that is one of the reasons why we are where we are. This is one of the requests. But now we're even going beyond 5 for 5. We want all. We want an end to bad governance.
Meanwhile, the Lagos State government, in a statement through the commissioner, they had to retreat to the full gates of the Lagos State House of Assembly.
Everything was going on peacefully. We had people who came out from their cars to join us. But shortly after that, we just started hearing people, making noises from the Lagos House of Assembly. So apparently, some guys came with, they mobilized themselves with machetes and were disrupting the entire process. And then there was serious uproar. Someone that was standing right beside me had his head macheted, and pretty much it became ugly from there.
They caught us unaware. Like, some of them slept with us yesterday during our night vigil here. They slept with us. Even in the middle of the night, there was a guy that ran here with his car that they are coming for us in the middle of the night. They came with guns, they came with cutlass, axe, and so many other things. Look at my leg. I was beaten with stick this morning.
The retreat, however, was temporary. The protesters were seemed undeterred, regrouped, and in the
ourselves, because we can't be in a country where they kill young people every day who can't even speak up for themselves. We can't be in a country where it's supposed to be our father's land and we are dying every single day and no justice is given out. We don't feel safe anymore. The same people who are meant to protect us are the same people killing us.
Now, the challenge.
Road. And there is no road in Nigeria. No good road. There's no water. There's no school. There's no hospital. No light. How can we benefit government?
Nigerian youth gathered as early as 8 o'clock. Some actually slept overnight here in front of the Lagos State House of Assembly.
As you can see, we want a new Nigeria. I came out here because of my experiences I have with police. Not only the police, with the government. Imagine our parents sending us out to a private school just for us to come out and look for a good job. Even with the private school, they are still jobless. It's not good. Imagine a microbiology student selling hair, Brazilian hair, doing other things. Imagine guys, computer science boys, doing so many things, just working and they're not doing something tangible. We just want a new Nigeria. We want transparency. We don't have to know somebody before we be employed.
We are not only protesting for SARS, we are protesting for Nigerian government. What is going on? Sir, we really need to know what is going on in this Nigeria. We need to speak out. I still believe we youth are the power of this country.
If we don't speak out, I want to know who is going to speak out. Is it my old father, my old parent, or my younger son? Who am the voice of Nigeria for my family?
People don't want that. They just want to see action. And I think the people have made those demands clear. You know, they want to see justice and compensation for victims. They want to see actual police reform. They want the Human Rights Commission panel to be set up. You know, they just want the reforms to get started. They're even advocating for police to be paid better. So I think until the people see they want justice. Sorry, and this is very important. You cannot say that reforms have started and police are still beating and assaulting and shooting at protesters. You can't say that reforms have started and not one of, where's Jimo Isiaka's killers? Where's Kolade Johnson's killer? Why can't they prosecute and charge those guys? And I think that's, until these people see that, until these young people see that, they're not going to really say, you know, they keep trying to have this conversation about who are the leaders, who are the representatives, but the truth is there is no leader, there is no representative. The people don't want that, they just want to see action.
Are you all terrorists? No! Are you intelligent? No! Are you Nigerian? No! Are you proud of your motherland? No! God bless you. In Africa. I know so many people will never reach here because they fear to say some people.
Ah, this